Well, that really didn't feel very long at all. The point is, I can hang. Um, and so that's what I intended to do. I think I'll just sit down here. Just had a thought. Okay, this isn't what I had in mind. I'm supposed to have my vape too. That's okay. Because in the meantime, why don't I. I'm sorry. Why don't I tell you why I have a picture of Paris Hilton up there? My mom got me these kitchen knives that. Never mind. That's a boring story. Um, she got me these kitchen knives that were Paris Hilton brand, and I insisted on keeping the box to make a poster with, and like I know she has done absolutely nothing for us whites, but I don't know. It really helped me to relate to someone when she talked about like how she deals with her trauma, like how sometimes it's so hard to just be. Like I related to that. I don't know which freaking show. Like I really relate to that. How it can be so hard to just be just based on all the bad things people have said and done toward me and at me and to me. And yeah, just fairly pretty blonde woman saying that, so I figured that'd go right with my. No, I like the color pink. I like bright green too, probably better. But yeah, I thought about showing you how I painted on my board, but like this area here is sacred. A lot of my areas are though. I've got. I'm not gonna show you my neck. Steve Winwood back in the high life. Hell yeah. I just found that at my parents' house one day, unopened. And I couldn't believe it. I'm like, I just got in my head for a second, but having trouble being. I'm like, holy shit, this is the album from Murdoch Murdoch. I'm not gonna lie, I loved Murdoch Murdoch. I don't know if you let that on much, in the community of which I am part. Team White Wellbeing. I take a lot of pride in them. A lot of pride in the works of Jason Kuna, No White Guilt. And it's because of them I have any hope for whites in the future whatsoever. Any. There was this. I was thinking earlier about how ridiculous it is, and Jason has addressed this too, that there is this expression, white guilt is dead, including online. Like, what a fraudulent, pathetic, overtly weak statement. Everybody knows when that gets said that white guilt is not dead. It's like trying to, because if it were, our problems would be over, so they're trying to speak it into existence, just like a didn't do, saying I didn't do nothing. You know, I are we supposed to ever say didn't do? I don't know. Probably not. But anyway, I didn't do nothing. If they say it over and over, they think it'll become like it's true or something. This is clearly the same strategy being employed behind white guilt is dead. Because if it were dead, there would be nothing left to worry about. I mean, we would already know that things are going to get fixed, that the security of our biospirit and our basis of birth will be restored, and that all will, in the most meaningful ways, we will be putting stops to our victimization and our slander and the teaching and enforcing of white guilt and white noir. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with white noir, and just so I really get this right, it's when our potential to power is undermined. The power in the embracement of your biospirit as a Westman, and sometimes it's undermined because the individual does not really want to go through the hassle of being openly white or resisting our victimization, and other times it's just meme pathogens that are being believed by the individual. But white guilt is dead is so ridiculous. As something to say, like, this is coming from people who want to do nothing about it. And that's my problem. The only person who would really want that in the air, like this lie, this overt, just fanciful, it's clearly bullshit. You don't want that kind of weakness at the front lines of our fight. That's for sure. Because, like, if it's dead, we've done our part, right? And then what? We deserve to get wiped out because now it's dead and we're still taking it. It ain't dead. But we have the cure. We have the key concepts and terms to save Western kind from what will otherwise be their inevitable erasure and harm. And it would be on the basis of our birth. And wow, really letting it hang out in this one, huh? I thought that was some spaghetti sauce, and might just be a little something that's there to stay. Sorry, everyone. It would be on the basis of our birth that all this took place, because there was too much white noir. People felt bad for being white. They felt afraid to challenge and call out and face head on. Speaking of head on, no, I kind of wanted to go outside. Face head on our victimizers, like we are not even at victim status yet, and that we need to be there. Like, it needs to be acknowledged. Whites get victimized. They are victims. Like, that just burns people up, burns wiggers up. Good, because I'm not nearly done. You know, that's how you've got to be. That's how we do this. Like, you have to be unabashed. Hold your head up as much as you can because, like, one, it helps you clear your mind. It helps you not to go to the sunken realm where you're just remembering bad things. And, it lets people know this guy holds his head up. This is one of those guys who holds his head up, and that's what you want to put out in the world. Um, oh gosh, let me just check on that, I guess. Huh. Now where was I? Let me just. Thought I heard a little something. Must not have been real bad. So, where was I? Holding your head up is what you want to put out in the world. I remember saying that. And, yeah. The way I combat anti-whiteism now, well, increasingly it's not always the way I'd like to combat it. I'm with Ardent Party. We should have had our zombie apocalypse instead. I would have been much happier with a zombie outbreak. And, well, yeah, it's cooler in my head. So, what else do I want to talk about? Nothing really. Just, it sounds kind of calming, the sounds of nature coming through right now. But when I hear stuff like that anymore, it's just kind of like, this is all going away. And I must not let it. And, just everywhere you go, it's like, no, you must be okay with everything being bad. You must stop caring. That's when people keep trying to sidestep the issues, or it's just not up for discussion. That's really what they're saying. You must not care. You must just let it happen. Like, no, I mustn't. I'm talking to you guys. I'm trying to do my part here. I'm trying to be presentable about it. Personally, I think I sound kind of weird the way my sinuses are always clogged up, but I'll get that fixed. I'm kind of self-conscious about the imperfections I bring to the camera, believe it or not. But the show must go on. Well, I'm much happier with this length of time I've gotten in. I don't know if we can expect a part 3 here or this will be it. But just wanted to spend some time with those of you who would view my content, and it's really appreciated, by the way. Um, I know you're made to feel like we all just talking to avoid, you know, as if with crossed fingers, hoping for, you know, some difference to be made thereby. And I just, I feel like that's just what they want you to feel is going on. You know, I feel like this may be more doable than I'm making it even. You know, I, they're taking too long to say the next thing, the imperfections about my hair and such, I just want to improve, but it's like if if I were too determined to do things perfectly, I would just get nothing done. Um, so I love my online community. The Go Free movement is the most precisely articulate, non-point movement I've ever known of. They're not the only representable organization that helps white people and cares about our future and our children and women, but they do have the best terms and concepts. We have terms like, I just want to go over some just through the book. Western kind, anti-white regime, Westman, Westman, uh, anti-whiteism, of course, mean curatives, and mean pathogens. Some of these I'll have to go back over. It looks like anti-white precept, interpretive mandate, and it's very easy to learn the 6 key concepts. I hate to put myself on the spot, but sure, I'll try to remember them for you all. Biospirit, anti-white, anti-whiteism, Western kind. Hang on. Mean pathogens. I think there went on to be like 8 or 9, but hang on. Uh, okay, there's potential to power, but I'm sorry on that one. I just have to apologize. I should know these like the back of my hand. But the 9 words, atonement cannot be atonement cannot be made for grievances never committed. So we have the 6 key concepts and the 9 words, 96. And yeah, we have our Promethean hails. We have the most awesome music and the most awesome women posting for us on Twitter and contributing to our live chats. We have the most awesome musicians, elders, Christians, pagans. We, I just, I love you. I love you, Team White Wellbeing, and all you who would take the time to view, care, you know, it, I mean, what is life but what we create in it, or the connections we try to form? You know, just the effort to live. Yeah. That's my kitty kitty. I was thinking about whether or not to show you my kitty kitty. Hang on. Sharps. He might not be my kitty kitty very long because, and I hate to talk about it right next to him, but my nose, he kills my nose. All cats kill my nose. It's just taken me this long in life to accept it. Oh, my cats have been so good to me. There's really nothing like burying your face in your cat, or just spending your drinking time with your cat. Like it's he hasn't seen me drunk really. I don't think. Pretty sure, but no, like your cat was there. Your cat was there for every last thing. Your cat remembers, like Pepper Ridge Farm. Yeah, but no, he had an eye infection at birth, and so he was named after the Sharps rifle. You know, so it's like he's aiming down a barrel, and you know he's give a look at us. Oh, you can't get a cat to look into the camera. They know it'll steal their energy. That's why our eyes are red in pictures. But yeah, I've had a good time hanging with you all. Looks like my time's up again soon. I'm starting to think, do I even want to upload the first one? We'll see. This has become a two parts thus far. Yeah. Uh, Shooting of videos. Thankfully, I could pull my words together this time. uh, well, I'm excited to think of rejoining you all online in the trenches and, you know, on Twitter and YouTube. More YouTube than Twitter, honestly, because, well, we know Twitter is an anti-white platform filled with shadow banning for our white positive asses. And for that, I take a big issue with Elon Musk. You know, that alone was enough. I didn't care what else he got into. He has us shadow banned on his platform. So, you know, all the support we can get, it's appreciated. I mean, we're shadow banned on YouTube too, you know. It'll turn off our settings to get notified when there's an upload for no white guilt. And if you're just not on top of it, you know, you want to be on top of it every Wednesday and Sunday. Like, you want to know if he's uploaded, look around the other platforms if you're not seeing it on YouTube, is what I do. And I, yeah, like to share them on Twitter and get the word out. Gosh, I really wasn't done here. Looks like I'm going anyway. I love you all. But this looks like where I peace out. I'm about to run out of time again. Um, where was I going, though, about sharing no white guilt? Okay, I have more time than it said.